Do you know how this affects your savings? Trump signs order to rename Lake Ontario Lake America. Amid Canada trade war, President Donald Trump signed an executive order that he said will immediately change the name of Lake Ontario to Lake America. Here's everything we know so far. Financial analysts are closely watching how this develops and what it means for markets and everyday investors. Stay with us for the full story and more breaking news throughout the day. This story was reported by CNBC Top News. For daily market and financial news, subscribe to Global News Digest. This NFL story broke minutes ago and fans are going wild. Latest NFL injury updates. Ashton Jeanty avoids major injury, other running backs uncertain for Week 1 who will be ready for season openers and who's trying to get there. Let's break this down quickly. NFL insiders say this development will have major implications for the rest of the season and possibly beyond. We will continue to monitor this story and bring you updates as they become available. This story was reported by CBS Sports NFL. Stay on top of the football season. Follow us for daily coverage.
This is why your grocery bill is about to change. Trump ratchets up rhetoric against Beijing as U.S.-China officials meet for Xi's Washington visit. U.S. and Chinese officials met in Beijing this week, despite the White House's tough talk on China. Here are the key details. Investors and traders on Wall Street are reacting quickly as this situation continues to unfold. This is one of the top stories we are watching closely today across the United States. This story was reported by CNBC Top News. Don't miss tomorrow's financial headlines. Subscribe now.
Every American with a bank account needs to hear this. Fed Chairman Kevin Warsh delivers his key Jackson Hole speech Friday. Here's what to expect. Prior Fed chairs have used the speech as an opportunity to lay out broad policy frameworks and intentions. This is why it matters. Financial analysts are closely watching how this develops and what it means for markets and everyday investors. Our team is tracking every development as this story continues to unfold in real time. This story was reported by CNBC Economy. For daily market and financial news, subscribe to Global News Digest.
The DC story that is dominating every American newsroom today. RNC threatens legal action against New Jersey officials over non-citizens on voter rolls. On notice, the RNC threatened legal action against New Jersey election officials over non-citizen voter roll records, giving all until Sept 15 to comply. Here's what's actually happening. Lawmakers on both sides of the aisle are responding as the situation continues to develop in Washington. Follow along as we cover the key details, the background, and what happens next. This story was reported by Fox News Politics. Stay informed on what Washington is doing. Follow us for updates. Is your data safe after this? Viral AI startup Instinct has raised $350 million at a $2.5 billion valuation. TechCrunch, the startup, is only a year old, but it has already generated a massive amount of hype and money, while also spurring privacy concerns. The key facts you need to know. Users and developers worldwide are already reacting to what this means for the future of technology. This is a developing story, and we expect more information to emerge in the coming hours. This story was reported by TechCrunch. More technology headlines every day. Subscribe so you don't miss them.
This story just broke and the reaction is massive. Fed Governor Lisa Cook slams Trump's renewed threat to fire her. AP News. Federal Reserve Governor Lisa Cook says the Trump administration has no legal basis to remove her from the central bank's governing board. Her response to renewed threats from the White House came in a letter late Wednesday. Trump first sought to fire Cook. Here's everything we know so far. Experts and analysts are closely monitoring this developing story for any new updates. Stay with us for the full story and more breaking news throughout the day. This story was reported by Associated Press. Stay informed. Subscribe to Global News Digest for daily updates.
Every iPhone and Android user needs to know about this. GOP heads to Supreme Court after losing case over TV election ad prices. GOP campaign committees want quick ruling before election ads ramp up next week. Let's break this down quickly. Analysts believe this move signals a major shift in the direction of the technology sector. We will continue to monitor this story and bring you updates as they become available. This story was reported by Ars Technica. Stay ahead of the tech curve. Follow us for daily updates.
Every football fan in America is watching this right now. Packers' Josh Jacobs charged with 2 misdemeanors after May arrest. GM addresses possible NFL suspension. Green Bay's star running back was charged with battery and damage to property stemming from a May arrest. Here are the key details. Coaches, players, and team management are all responding as this story continues to develop. This is one of the top stories we are watching closely today across the United States. This story was reported by CBS Sports NFL. More NFL headlines dropping every day. Subscribe and turn on notifications. Every baseball fan in America is talking about this today. 5 MLB players who may be available as waiver candidates before playoff roster deadline, plus landing spots Eugenio Suarez and TJ Friedl were reportedly placed on waivers earlier this week, but both went unclaimed. This is why it matters. Baseball fans and sports analysts say this story will define the rest of the season. Our team is tracking every development as this story continues to unfold in real time. This story was reported by CBS Sports MLB. For daily MLB news and baseball updates, subscribe to Global News Digest.